rolling in Centennial, Colorado. Wow, 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 wow. And what a great day and how. Yay. Welcome to the Tuesday night Course in Miracles, Jesus Joyful Quantum, a Course in Miracles for September 12th. Okay. So we live now?
We are live.
Okay. Welcome to the Rocky Mountain Miracle Center presentation of a Jesus Joyful Quantum Course in Miracles study guide for one whole year, and we're about 3/4 of the way through.
Wow.
Isn't it amazing? Where does time go? We're going to talk about time travel tonight, okay? So, yeah. So, we have a surprise message from, let's see, I'm not ready to start yet. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I want to express gratitude to Reverend Jill for helping us do all of this. There would be no broadcast without Pastor Jill.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jill.
You're welcome.
Yeah, she's quantum, man.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Oh, and she has something she wants to share, maybe.
Sure.
She has something special she's been working on to share with you.
Okay, so let's see. Can they see me? If I go like, you can't really see me because the palm tree's in the way. It's the funniest thing, but you can hear me. So, so firstly, I will state that Joya Love Press is in no way strictly associated with the Rocky Mountain Miracle Center. I'm saying that for our legal liabilities. But we have been working on a new independent publishing house company, as you have heard throughout the past couple months. And what we've been working on, what I've been working on, is our website. And it is in the initial,
There's the logo.
let's see, I gotta share it still.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm so excited. Hold on one
Find
second.
a way to share the screen. Yeah.
More. So we wanted you both to be a part of showing what we've been working on. So it's joyalovepress.com. If you can see the address at the top. And so Mary and I have been working to, let's see, Joya Love Press is dedicated to creating, publishing.
Oh, let's not read all that.
Yeah, but you can read that.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is kind of
Yeah.
this is our homepage, and what
Oh,
we're working on, we're gonna be working on sharing both the Joya newsletter and then the Yeshua messages. And part of what I've been doing is creating art, this quantum art, to go along with the messages.
oh, beautiful, Jill.
Is it
Wow.
stellar or what?
My goodness,
I think
yes.
that we might be able to do a calendar. We might, because we will actually own the artwork,
Yep.
right?
Yep, we have rights to the artwork.
So she's doing, is this beautiful or what? Look at it.
And it's
Wow.
art to go with, like, here's
Wow.
yeah, Yeshua and the Lamb, a dove, different, yeah, just I'm inspired by the channeled messages. Like, here's the Yeshua message around the 4th of July. So I don't think we've ever seen Yeshua in front of fireworks before. but so yeah, we found out that the tools I'm using enable us to sell this artwork in different capacities, and so I'm working on that as well. It'll hopefully be available in a print-on-demand way, so that folks will be able to purchase it in various sizes. But we're working on a calendar for next year that will be
And a journal, Miracles Journal.
Yep. There's different ways to support all the folks around the planet that are doing the same work that we are in various ways on their own paths. So we're really excited about what's happening. We're going to be adding what's called a subscription page, so folks can be subscribers to a month of messages. And that's a separate component that I need to build for the website. But this is you can definitely check it out. Look for updates.
So, what do you think about this?
It's beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. Where did you get these photographs?
Oh, I made them.
She created them. Robin, Jill,
Amazing.
she did the art with a special program. It's an AI program.
It's called Dream Studio. It was it's interesting because when I started working with Mary on the newsletters, we came into this kind of quandary. Mary was finding such beautiful, wonderful quantum art online, but we ran into copyright issues. And I said, if we're going to be selling the newsletter for profit, we got to figure out something with the art. And just around that time, these different AI programs came out. So I researched them and also intuitively felt which would be the most ethical to use to protect artists' work rather than some programs that are kind of blindly pulling at online images without attribution. But this program, and we talked to a lawyer about the ins and outs of using, like making sure that this is firmly something that is our own property. But yeah, I use something called Dream Studio to create these images. And there's a lot of editing and you like build upon images and the scenes. But I take the Yeshua message and the universal laws that are dialogued about. And then I create an image. So this is on prayer. I think Yeshua message 25 was about like prayer and grace, perhaps. So the dove being a symbol of grace, I chose that.
That's spectacular. Oh my God.
Then we're also going to have the study guide for A Course in Miracles one of these days, someday.
Well, and that, things kind of took a different, that was originally the sole
be the only
focus,
thing. Right.
But then this art came into play. This is kind of a scrolling bar at the end on the bottom that goes through. We're going to be creating T-shirts, tote bags, and
coffee mugs.
Yeah, different items with the workbook lessons printed. And perhaps I'm playing around with if there'll be some artwork involved. But really, we're just asking for prayers and all sorts of good energy. And of course, if you have any suggestions about what we're doing, we'd love to hear it. So, yeah.
Thank you, Jill.
I am.
Yay!
And so all these images I made as well using our programs. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is quantum, right? Quantum art. Well, when for many years, I've wanted to be a visionary artist. If I could be something, I would be a visionary, create art like this. Well, guess what? Here she is, and here it is, and here we off and running.
Yeah.
Yes, you don't have to. You don't have to. You've got the talent right next to you.
Yeah.
And there is a place to sign up for our mailing list. I really don't know where this goes right now if you sign up, so I apologize.
But we're tying up loose ends.
Yeah, we're tying up loose ends.
I think it's a pretty good start, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Amazing. Wow.
Okay. And we'll be changing things. So, and again, our publishing house is in no way profiting from the Rocky Mountain Miracle Center, nor is the Rocky Mountain Miracle Center profiting from us. Disclosure alert, disclosure alert.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. All that good stuff, yeah.
All that good stuff.
Okay.
So you're independent. So you're independent from the Course in Miracles Center.
From the Rocky Mountain
Miracle Center. Well, so
you're independent from them.
Correct.
So the company owns the Yeshua messages. there is a chance they could go big time. If they do, then they will be in our domain rather than the Rocky Mountain Miracle Center that didn't have anything to do with them.
Move a little this way.
Yeah.
Okay, doke.
Yeah.
All right. Ready to rock and roll here? Oh,
Yeah.
one more thing. Oh, I just wanted to say, just before we start the class, I wanted to say something about a tribute and a blessing and a prayer for 911 for yesterday, because that was an event that to me created a worldwide depression, anxiety, stress, fear, horror, all kinds of stuff. And our world has never recovered from that. And I didn't hear anybody talking about it yesterday, which was interesting. It's like a sort of, you brush it away like it doesn't exist. But
it was definitely talked about. You just not in your circle.
Right.
I guess I don't know about what you're talking about.
What's
what are
that?
you talking about?
September 11th, 9/11.
Oh, okay, the September 11th.
Right.
Yeah.
And
okay.
It was interesting. A year before that, I was sitting outside the top of the tallest tower, watching the street lights of New York City. 1 year, almost to the date before, and so it was really kind of remarkable. But the thing I like best about it is Eckhart Tolle did a recording that morning. And when he went to Sounds True in Boulder, Colorado, and to do this recording, and the lady said, "I'm sorry, but I think we need to postpone this. This is a terrible day for the world." He goes, "This is the perfect day for my message."
Yeah.
And the message was on how to overcome grief. And if I could take the 5 CDs and put them into one sentence, here's what I would say. What his teaching that helped me so much that day and ever since. If you have grief, you have loss, you have something terrible that's happened to you, what you do is you sit down and you find a quiet place. You could play some soft music, but you sit in a meditation, and what you do is you call in the angels. And all these great angels, and their wings are so soft and beautiful, and they come around you and they hold you and they protect you.
That's what Eckhart Tolle.
Yep.
Oh, I've never heard him talk about angels. That's so interesting.
That's what I was thinking too, Ruth. And I guess like automatically I thought like I put it into the time frame, right? I'm like, well, that's Eckhart Tolle like 22 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he didn't say angels per se, but he said these beings of great light with these great wings. It seemed like angels to me.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
But it's helped me so much, and working with people who are having grief and working with my own grief, that helps me.
Yeah.
So just wanted to share that. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, now the message today is going to be a little different. The message is not from Yeshua. It's from the Yeshua family of light, and it's given by Mary Magdalene.
Oh.
And it's very different. And I find it kind of interesting to the different voices that come in and out. Mary Joya pops in, Yeshua pops in, and it's fascinating to hear this, but it's very different. And at the end, and it has some amazing teachings in it. So let's just enjoy it and see what you think or feel. Enjoy.
And greetings. This is Mary Magdalene from the Yeshua family of light, through our messenger, Mary Joya. And I am indeed pleased to be here because the family of light is important for you to know. So far, you basically only know Yeshua and what you may have heard of us here and there, but we have wisdom that we also want to share with you in the Yeshua School of Enlightenment, in his mystery school. We are part of the mystery. That is the divine feminine. That is why we come forth at this time. So I am, again, Mary Magdalene, wife of Yeshua, back in the day, you might say, 2,000 years ago. Oh my, and it just seems like yesterday, in a sense, when one is in the 5D or higher dimensions of non-time. This is what happens. Anyway, we are now in this now. We are wanting you to know of the universal laws and the great laws, the great eternal laws mentioned in the Course of Miracles that are so brilliantly put forth in the lessons, the principles, the texts, everywhere in the material. It is no accident that Yeshua and Mary Joya worked together on the project to create the wonderful study guide that you have now been working with for about 3/4 of a year, almost, in the 1 year of the Joyful Jesus Quantum, A Course in Miracles study guide. And so again, it's JJ, Joyful Jesus, Q, JJQ, Quantum, A Course in Miracles. Very simple, very lovely, very different, very vital to the new era that is coming of balance. So I want to speak in discourse today about balance of everything. Balance of the divine feminine and what we call the sacred masculine. The two together need to dance and dance and prance like a glorious waltz team from the 1890s. The beautiful gowns, the beautiful dance called the waltz, the Johann Strauss waltz. And that's an important image to have, because we are striving for the pendulum not swinging back and forth wildly or too long in one direction and not long enough in another. We need that perfect balance, like when you're sitting on a teeter-totter at the playground at school. At least when Mary Joya grew up at the playground, she has known about the teeter-totter. So there's a fulcrum in the center, and the balance has to happen or it doesn't work. Anyway, and then somebody teeter-totters off, I guess. I'm not sure. But anyway, so we want to talk about the divine feminine, because in a sense, everybody gives me credit for being the #1 first feminist. However, the culture in which I was raised, around the Dead Sea, the Sea of Galilee, that whole area of Bethlehem, Nazareth, and so forth, the Essene community, where we did our main ministry, where we were safe there. It was a profound community of oneness, beautiful oneness, and safety, glory, grace, everything was wonderful. And we were mostly raw food vegans. We mostly lived on wheatgrass and other raw foods. And it was a wondrous time. It was a wondrous time of ministry because we ministered to many peoples along the area of Palestine, and there were ones who came to minister to us called the Kailoo, Kailoo, the Kailoo, Kailoo. These were a wandering tribe of very ancient mystics that traveled from Lemuria and came to visit in Yeshua's night time. The Kalu were very advanced teachers of God, the early teachers of God with great wisdom. And they would teach for a few months or a few years, and then they'd wander off and go down the road to where they were led to gather and teach the next community. But the Essene community was very advanced. It was centered around angelology, around the sacred tree of life. And every day, and 3 times a day, there were sacred prayers to be said to the Mother Earth. Beauteous, splendorous ceremony that would make you fall to your knees and weep because of its beauty and its power. So I want to bring forth this message of balance. And at the time that we were all living back in the day, if you will, or going back and forth, time traveling here, because, hey, get used to it, because you who are hearing this, who are listening to this material, who are doing the Course of Miracles, are doing time travel. And in case you hadn't gotten to that part of the teaching yet, that's why I came forward, because I have different teachings from Yeshua, and yet they are all the same, because we are one. We just focus on things just a little differently, and it's all part of our divine ministry, which we continue to this day, just in different forms, just in aspects of us, as Mary Joy has brought forth in one of the earlier discourses of Yeshua, was on aspects. And so an aspect of Yeshua, Yeshua lives within Mary Joya. And also, there's also Archangel Faith in Mary Magdalene, and with her always, and my highest self, Lady Nada, who is the twin soul of Sananda, Jesus, Yeshua. That's his ascended name. And so we are a family of light, brought forth in light, brought forth for the purpose of this very grand drama, as in the Yeshua message number 30. Yeshua mentioned that in the message, he mentioned that ego is a trauma and drama queen. It's funny, but it's sad and pitiful also at the same time. And so So uh, the aspects are very much a part of some of the changes that are going on now as we are merging from 3D into 5D and above. And the 5D is kind of becoming 6D, but that's a whole other story we will not go into. It will be in the next Joya newsletter that will come out hopefully by the end of September. If a bunch of miracles continue. So we do love to giggle and laugh. And after many years, I became a teacher in other areas of the world, the Celtic region. We took refuge in England, and so the Celtic tradition is an extension of the Mary Magdalene teachings after Yeshua ascended, and she became the primary teacher, which the disciples did not like because they were men, and they fought over who should be the lead disciple, the head of the disciples after Yeshua ascended, and they bickered among themselves. But in the end, it was Mary Magdalene who became the primary teacher because she asked questions 10 to 30 or more times that any of the male disciples asked questions of Yeshua. And she paid attention. Plus, she was a mystic. There are the pictures of me, Mary Magdalene, looking up with my hands folded and my heart crossed at my heart, looking upward as if listening to the heavens. That's me, and that's Mary Joya, and that's why she doesn't drive a car, among other things. But anyway, not good to operate machinery when you're an active mystic that has constant revelations. And so we don't want to prolong this message today, but just to give you a glimpse of the family of light of Yeshua, and what an adventure it has been. And yes, we agree it is a delight to have these devices that we can record, because now Yeshua, Mary Magdalene, I myself, and Mother Mary, the whole gang, are all here in the now 21st century. Wow. And it's so different and from what we're used to, but we are seeking to understand you and your planet, because we are in serious preparation for first contact, and that's the head of that mission will be Commander Joya, and or one of the heads. That there will be many of the fleets that are protecting the Earth, the angelic star brothers and sisters, the galactics, the angelics that are protecting this Earth, keeping it from imploding on itself, destroying itself, and anyway, moving in a new, more positive direction toward the birth of the new Earth is where we're headed, toward loving Mother Earth and all of her inhabitants upon it that qualify for graduation to 5D at one-ment with Source. And that's the goal of A Course in Miracles. That's the goal of the year-long study class led by Dr. Mary Lynn Noble on Tuesday evenings through the Rocky Mountain Miracle Center via Zoom from 6 to 8 p.m. Tuesday evenings. And Yeshua is evolving into new areas of the mystery school that he has created here through the Course in Miracles. We are delighted to be able to share with you this discourse today on balance, and we encourage you to fill out the homework that was given last week on the feely creature on the left side. And if you don't want to use the cartoon itself, you want to save it for maybe it'll be worth something someday. Who knows? You could take another piece of paper and on one left side, draw a line down the center, parallel to the long edge of the paper. Anyway, and so on one column, the left column, you're going to write the my negative traits, the ones that are part of my ego that trip me up. Maybe I get too angry sometimes, and just to write down these different things. This is just between you and Source. There's no need to share it anywhere. But this is for you and your growth and your overcoming the emotional ego addiction, I guess we have to say. So many emotions are connected to the ego. And it's time to recognize it, deal with it. That's what these cartoons are about. Taking all the parts of us, guilt and so forth, shame, blame, victim game, and looking at those through a funny viewpoint, which takes all the thunder out of the ego. It gives the ego a slip when you do these sorts of techniques and these practices that are fun, plus they are powerful, they work, they get the job done. Like someone close to me says, one and done. You know, let's get this stuff of the ego done, dealt with. So this is what the Divine Feminine is about, very actively about that balance point between the male, which is so powerful, the warrior, the football players, watching football and all of that, and getting success at work and prosperity and working hard and all those sorts of things. And those are the attributes of the side that we don't want to focus on. Anyway, so we want to focus on the light and the love and the joy, the peace of the goddess. The goddess is feminine. The goddess is soft. The goddess is balanced. The goddess is not an airhead. The goddess is brilliant. The goddess has not been heard and is now ready to be heard and to share in the miracles of transformation that are coming, that are a part of this wonderful era in which you are living. Challenging, yes. Painful, yes. But growing for sure. As Mary Joyce, Dr. Mary Lynn Noble used to always say, everything is either for your joy or for your growth, and perhaps both. Anyway, and so we want to bid you adieu for today. Hip hip hooray, this is a glorious day. This is a day that the Lordess has made. That's the feminine goddess. The counterpart to Lord. Lord, lady, it's Lordess. Why not? Whatever. But anyway, we bid you adieu, and we wish you
I'm just in a
many miracles as you continue on your path and stay
Sure.
focused on the prize.
Okay. All right.
The prize of
Bye.
delicious eternal life, eternal love, great prosperity, great joy, peace, love, and granola flakes, as Mary Joy said. So we bid you adieu tonight. May you have much love and delight in your day and in your night, as you stay in the now moment of absolute truth, that love is all there is, God is all there is, and I am that love, I am that God, goddess, all that is. Amen, amen, so be it. Over and out. Mary Magdalene, over and out for now.
Okay. Well, that was kind of different, huh?
Yeah.
What did you think? What did you? How do you feel about it? Oops. We lost.
I just don't know.
Is Ruth here?
Yeah, Ruth's here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's right here.
Oh, sorry.
Oh wait, maybe we can't hear you, Ruth.
We need your audio.
Yeah, your audio's up. Wait. Oh, shoot. Did I mute her?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay.
We could hear you.
We don't have your picture.
Okay.
Oh,
Now it says Don speaking.
it's
Okay.
what?
Am I? Oh yeah. For some reason I don't have my. Oh, there I am.
There
I'm
you
back.
are. Okay.
But you can hear me now too.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was your thought on
So-
the message?
I was curious to hear what Robin had to say because I sort of had the same feeling like, okay, I don't know.
Kind of different.
I don't.
Kind of weird.
Yeah. I mean, I just didn't think that. I don't know.
Yeah. It's okay.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that there was a true message of whatever. You know what I'm saying? She talked about who she was, which we certainly have studied,
yeah.
and I know,
Yeah, it
and
was kind of an
there was nothing
introduction.
there was nothing that I disagreed with,
Right.
and talked about time travel, but I thought maybe she would go into that a little bit and didn't because that was sort of the preview that we were going to talk about time travel.
Yeah, it's in the class this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was left kind of like, oh, is that all there is? Sorry.
It's okay. Hey, this is an experience. It's an adventure, and who knows where it's going to go? If it's supposed to go a certain way, fine. If
Exactly.
it's not supposed to go a certain way, no problem.
Yeah. So I was curious to hear what Robin was going to say.
Yes.
I just said I don't know. That's all I said.
Yeah, that's fair.
I like the thing about balance, and I like that it was mentioned. Ego is the trauma and drama queen. That's so true. That's so true.
Oh,
True.
Yeah.
True.
totally true.
And I did like the feeling creature. I got those cartoons and I looked at that cartoon at the feeling creature and the side where he's crying and his heart is broken. It made me sad to see that,
Yeah.
And it just gave me a strong message. Love no matter what, yourself and others, and support them, and don't break someone's heart, including your own.
Including
Wow.
including your own.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Robin. May we quote you? Wow, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, so the whole idea is the feeling creature. On the left side is all the things that are character defects, if you will. So, I mean, not that we're bad or broken or anything, but there's just ego stuff we've grown up with in the society, and judgments and all. Like, oh my gosh, whatever. And so judging and maybe some anger and maybe some fear, worry, and all this stuff. If you have any of that stuff ever, that goes on the left side.
Okay.
And then on the right side, then how can the Holy Spirit help us see things differently? And then we go into the positive committee.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the whole it's very simple. Don't make more out of it than it need be. But the point is there. It is powerful if you could kind of see if you could kind of label something that was unlabelable, you couldn't deal with it. If you could label something, you can deal with it.
Okay.
Right.
When I was a spiritual psychotherapist for 6 years, quite a few years ago, I used to encourage people along that line. Let's lay all the cards on the table here. Here's X, Y, Z, A, B, C. And if you can see that and feel it, touch it, talk about it, you could deal with it way faster and more.
Okay.
Yeah, it integrates faster.
And how many of us grew up? We've been talking a lot about the critical parent, right? And the ego. Like, how many of us grew up without that unconditional support that said, like, when we were little people and had these really big feelings, like, hey, it's okay if you feel this way. I have felt this way too. Let's talk about it. Let's just what you had done as a therapist, like, and it is the truth. I think I can say, even, from my perspective, I'm in my 40s, and I know that my generation, like, that wasn't a thing, like, where people were really talking about feelings with kids. It wasn't, it started happening more regularly later. But even when I was growing up, therapy was still a stigma. Talking about feelings, being able, to cry in a safe place. So, yeah, it's wonderful that as adults we can come back and be that nourishing parent, right?
And so I'm sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt, but basically, the Course of Miracles is spiritual psychotherapy, right?
Right.
It's mentioned a bunch of times. Right. So we are doing really strong spiritual, emotional, feeling, emotive psychotherapy of the quantum variety, you guys.
Wow. Yeah.
Did you know that?
That's pretty cool.
It is cool. So then the other little cartoons, the one with the puppy. The puppy's out of control.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the ego.
Right.
Okay, and it's out of control in all kinds of ways, and it's narcissistic and it wants to get attention, and it doesn't care what it leaves mess on the floor or anywhere. And then the other one is the puppy tamer. That's the Holy Spirit in us. That's taming our inner puppies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that part that was quoted from the Course in Miracles, chapter 11, where it was talking about we got to look together at your ego.
Yeah.
And we will calmly look at the ego ways. So you can see what it really is. And that was fantastic. It's right in the book.
Yeah. Thank you. Well,
yeah, that went with the puppy thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's move forward into our material today because it is glorious. Let's see. Okay. Let's go to miracles. What's that?
I was just reading one.
Miracles principle number 31. Who would like to read it, please?
Miracles should inspire gratitude. Excuse me. Miracles should inspire gratitude, not awe. You should thank God for what you really are. The children of God are holy, and the miracle honors their holiness, which can be hidden but never lost. Oof.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it is.
Beautiful.
That let's go a little further deeper into it because I did, and I know we need to send this to you. We've been kind of having a little slow getting all this stuff to you guys, but this is Jesus Course in Miracles, principle number 31. So, Jill, I want you to read that, please, and then we'll try to send that off to you maybe Thursday.
Okay.
I'm making an administrative note.
Okay. She can multitask.
Yeah. All right. So this is the Jesus's Course in Miracles, their miracle principle 31, or that edition 31. God's creatures never lose their holiness, although it can be hidden. The miracle uncovers it and brings it into the light where it belongs. Holiness can never be really hidden in darkness, but man can deceive himself about it. This illusion makes him fearful because he knows in his heart it is an illusion, and he exerts enormous efforts to establish its reality. The miracle sets reality where it belongs. Eternal reality belongs only to the soul, and the miracle acknowledges only the truth. It thus dispels man's illusions about himself and puts him in communion with himself and God. Wow.
How did they get this from that?
Well, they shortened it. They just took two sentences instead of 12. And
But they add.
so that's why I wanted to bring these in here. I hope you don't mind if we do this.
No, I love it.
It's just
because those are the actual words of Jesus.
Yes, that's the original Jesus.
I love it.
A Course in Miracles. Now there is another version which is longer, but I cannot deal with that. To me, this is so perfect and so beautiful. And so this past week, I went and looked at a lot of the other ones, and not all of them are this long. But starting at about 27 or 28 through 52, there's more of this. So we're going to keep adding it as we go along.
Well, thank you.
All right, thank you. So let's go to the teacher's manual now. Let's see, 16, the first part. How should the teacher of God spend their day? Okay, let's see here. Okay. Let's just go to the material because it is quite relevant. let's see, 11 sections. Okay. So who wants to do the first paragraph, please? Because this is a meaty one.
How should the teacher of God spend his day?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To the advanced teacher of God, this question is meaningless. There is no program, for the lessons change each day. Yet the teacher of God is sure of but one thing. They do not change at random. See this and understanding that it is true. He rests content. He will be told all that his role should be, this day and every day. And those who share that role with him will find him so they can learn the lessons for the day together. Not one is absent whom he needs. Not one is sent without a learning goal already set, and one which can be learned that very day. For the advanced teacher of God, then this question is superfluous.
Superfluous. It means it's
Superfluous.
unnecessary.
Right. It has been asked and answered, and he keeps in constant contact with the answer. He is set and sees the road on which he walks stretch surely and smoothly before him.
So this is very interesting, isn't it? Does this hit any of you? It's like it keeps it really simple, you know? Like I don't have to go over here and there and read 5,000 different things, you know, to find my truth. I just have to do a lesson and do it well. It's pretty simple and it's very powerful.
Yes. And the key sentence in that was the teacher of God is sure of but one thing. They do not change at random. So the lessons don't just randomly change. There's a reason that they're going in exactly this order and that we're learning it in exactly this way. That's so good.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Okay. All righty. Okay. Oh, well, let's see. Oh, another thing I wanted to say about the JCIM Miracles Principle number 31. It included the word soul. Remember, soul has been taken out of the course in this format. So when it comes back in, I think this is beautiful because it helps us, you know, connect with that really important part.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I just want to be sure to mention that. Okay. And then this one, let's see. Routines. Oh, this one, paragraph 2 has interesting comment about routines, about how we spend our time. Who wants to read that, please?
Should I?
Ruth, yes.
Okay. Sure. But what about those who have not reached his certainty? They are not yet ready for such lack of structuring on their own part. What must they do to learn to give the day to God? There are some general rules which do apply, although each one must use them as best he can in his own way. Routines are, as such, are dangerous because they easily become gods in their own right, threatening the very goals for which they were set up. Broadly speaking, then, it can be said that it is well to start the day right. It is always possible to begin again, should the day begin with error. Yet there are obvious advantages in terms of saving time.
Yeah, I like this. So, routines can be dangerous.
Yep.
Hello? You know, we could get so stuck. Has that happened to you guys at all?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Can I share?
Yes, please, Jill. Yeah.
So, if my dad heard this, I know he wouldn't mind. I grew up with a father who was a Marine sergeant in the Vietnam War. And so part of that was very of course, within the Marines, they are so very structured and do things in a very particular way. And their motto, the few, the proud, the Marines. And it's very, so I'll find myself when I set my own routines that are in place to save time and to build structure. Every now and then I have this like Marine sergeant in my head. I'm like, oh boy. So I will say,
No, thank you.
this is very helpful to realize, like, oh yeah, like that, like I've seen that schedule that's in my head every day, kind of like I will say like freak the spirit or the soul out,
Yeah.
if that's possible, because I wasn't using the compassion of time. Right, and it became, rather than a mindful routine, it became like, it was
a drill sergeant.
Yeah.
You'll do this now.
I'm like, no, I'm meditating. I don't know, it's supposed to be peaceful. So that's my story. That's my story. So that's very,
Wow.
yeah.
That's really
Very
helpful.
valuable.
Somehow that just struck me. It was like, how many times have I read this before? And how many years of doing the course? Yet, boom, it just hits me right here, That's okay.
Yeah, I know.
Where's the hand of God,
Yeah. Because we're in a different place now.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Coming to you at the right time. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're on a roll here. Let's see. Did we do 3? Oh.
No.
No.
Okay.
One
How
and
about
2.
3? Somebody. Jill?
Yeah, I can do that. Oops.
It's up there somewhere.
At the beginning, it is wise to think in terms of time. This is by no means the ultimate criterion, but at the outset, it is probably the simplest to observe. The saving of time is an essential early emphasis which, although it remains important throughout the learning process, becomes less and less empathized. At the outset, we can safely say that time devoted to starting the day right does indeed save time. How much time should be so spent? This must depend on the teacher of God himself. He cannot claim that title until he has gone through the workbook, since we are learning within the framework of our course. After completion, after completion of the more structured practice periods which the workbook contains, individual need becomes the chief consideration. So it's 3.
Yeah. So that's it. So if you're a brand new Course in Miracles student, you probably want to spend more time on the lessons, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm having to spend more time on the lessons because they're just hitting me really. Right now, I'm in a major transformation. And when you do the Course in Miracles, does your life just stand still?
No.
No. No.
No.
You will be changed on every level, whether you know it or not, whether you like it or not, whether you're aware of it or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right.
yeah. So, all right. Let's see. Let's see.
10 sections in here.
Let's
We
go.
have 6.
How about, where's one of the big X's?
6.
6.
So if you go up.
Okay. There we go. 6. Ruthie?
There is one thought in particular that should be remembered throughout the day. Is the thought of pure joy, a thought of peace, a thought of limitless release. Oh, is there a problem?
No.
Oh, she was saying
I'm
yay.
just saying hallelujah.
Okay. A thought of peace, a thought of limitless release, limitless because all things are freed within it. You think you made a place of safety for yourself. You think you made a power that can save you from all the fearful things you see in dreams. It is not so. Your safety lies not there. What you give up is merely the illusion of protecting illusions. And it is this you fear, and only this. How foolish to be so afraid of nothing. Nothing at all. Your defenses will not work, but you are not in danger. You have no need of them. Recognize this, and they will disappear. And only then will you accept your real protection.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. That's helpful. That's really helpful. Any more comments on that? It's quite clear. Quite helpful. Let's see.
I like that line. Your defenses will not work, but you are not in danger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seems to be talking right to our egos, sir.
Right. Right. Or to our inner child.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Paragraph 7, please. Robert?
Paragraph 7.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. How simply and how easily does time slip by for the teacher of God, who has accepted his protection. All that he did before in the name of safety no longer interests him, for he is safe and knows it to be so. He has a guide who will not fail. He need make no distinctions among the problems he perceives, for he too, when he turns with all of them, recognizes no order of difficulty in resolving them. He is as safe in the present as he was before illusions were accepted into his mind, and as he will be when he has let them go. There is no difference in this state at different times and different places, because are all one to God. This is his safety, and he has no need for more than this.
Well, yeah, I like all these references to safety, because
Yes.
so many of us, especially women, were traumatized by men. And in early years and that sort of thing. And so I like this feeling of protection and safety. And in my defenselessness, my safety lies. And so anyway, this is just, to me, powerful and needed.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go to 9. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. How about the last paragraph? Is it 11 or 12? 11. Ruthie?
Okay. Is not this an exchange that you would want? The world would gladly make it if it knew it could be made. It is God's teachers who must teach it that it can. And so it is their function to make sure they have learned it. Bless you. No risk is possible. Bless you. Except to put your trust in magic, for it is only this that leads to pain. There is no will but God's. His teachers know that this is so and have learned that everything but this is magic. All belief in magic is maintained by just one simple-minded illusion, that it works. All through his training, every day and every hour, and even every minute and second, must God's teachers learn to recognize the forms of magic and perceive their meaninglessness. Fear is withdrawn from them, and so they go. And thus the gate of heaven is reopened, and its light can shine again on an untroubled mind.
Yeah, so what are magic thoughts? We haven't really talked about these, I don't think. Do you know what magic thoughts are?
Anything that isn't the truth.
Yeah, it's like it seems, that illusional. Just right.
Yeah. The ego makes up stuff,
And also something that anything that I conceive of the big ego I can achieve without help, higher help, right? Like it's the illusion of like nothing is beyond self, and that they're the one conjuring.
Right. So my big I,
Right. Yep.
my mighty I am presence, my God self, has this mission and goals and drive and everything, and that is only Holy Spirit directed. And when I'm in that space, everything flows.
Right. Right.
But if I get into my ego, like, oh my God, I gotta hurry up, and I get all stressed out, whacked out, everything goes bananas.
Yep.
So those are magic thoughts. So the ego is a good expert at that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I think so. So it's just the awareness of, our ego can create magic thoughts for us, and then all of a sudden we're going down this left-hand path. Like, where am I? I didn't want to go over here. So it's a matter of paying attention and focus, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's see here. Oh, we have the.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Can I just ask a quick question? In the study guide, it says Manual for Teachers, Section 16, first part. What does that mean, first part? I wasn't sure if you meant like just do the first part of how should the teacher of God spend his day, or I don't understand that. I mean, it's no big deal, but I just.
So was that in the answer key?
Both.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Let's go up here for a second. Okay. Let's see.
So it says section 16. So go.
See, it says Manual for Teachers, Section 16, first part. And I wasn't clear. Did that mean first part of this, which is not the case because we read the whole thing?
I don't know. I guess.
Okay.
That should be in there. You're right. I think it should be taken out.
Okay. I just didn't understand.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Well, I guess there is confusion with the text, which has first half and second half.
There you go. Yeah.
But this is just all by itself, so you're right. Thank you for drawing attention to that. Maybe make a note of that.
Okay.
Yep. You're doing it.
Okay. Thank you, Ruth. Yeah. Hey,
Okay.
hey, we want to catch these things before this goes out into final print,
Yes.
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Thank you.
So
Yeah, there's all these.
gather.
Yeah. Okay. All righty. Let's see. Where are we now? We're going to the lessons. Oh, we get to chant these together. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. All right. Okay. So these are the review lessons. So who wants to be the moderator, and then we'll all chime in? Last time it was Ruth.
Yeah. Do you want to do it this time, Robin?
Yeah, I could.
Okay.
So we're starting at 2:11.
2:11. Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I am not a body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. I am the Holy Son of God
Just say,
Himself.
honey, say lesson 191 so we know where it comes from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Lesson 191. I am the Holy
the
Son
Holy
of God
Son of
Himself.
God
Himself.
Himself.
Okay, let's say that together.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I
am
the Holy
the
Son of God
Son
Himself.
of God Himself. In silence and in true
humility,
I
humility,
seek
I
God's
seek
glory
God's glory
Lord,
to behold it
to behold
in the Son
in the Son
whom He
whom
created
He created
as
as
myself.
myself. Oh,
I am not a
I
body.
am not a body.
I am free.
I am free.
For I am still as God
As
created
God
me.
created me. Lesson 212. This is review 6. I am not a body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. Lesson 192. I have
a
a function
God would
would
have
have
me
me
fill.
fill.
Cool.
I
I seek
seek
the
the
function
function
that would
that
let
would
me
set
me
me
free
free
from
from
all
all your
vain
vain
illusions
illusions of the
of the
world.
the world.
Only
Only
the
Only
function
the
function
function
God
God has given
has
me
given me
can
can
offer
and
freedom.
offer
freedom.
freedom.
Only
Only
this
Only
I
this
I
seek,
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 and
and
only
only
this I will
will
accept
will
I
I accept
accept
as
as
mine.
mine.
I
I
am
am
not
not a
body.
body, I
I
am
am
free,
free,
for
for
I
I
am
am
still
still
as God
as God
created me.
created me. Lesson 213. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Lesson 193. All
All
things
things
are
are
lessons
lessons
God
God
would
would
have
have
me
me
learn.
learn. A
A
lesson
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 is a
is a
is a
miracle
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 which
which
God
God
offers to
offers
me
offers
to me
to me
in
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 place
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 of
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 thoughts
thoughts
I made
I
I
think
made that
that
hurt
hurt
me.
me. Wow.
what I
What I
learned
learned
Of
of
Him
Him
because
becomes
the
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 way
way I
I
am
I
set,
am
am
set
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 free.
free.
And
and
so
so
I
I
choose to
choose
learn
to
His
learn
learn
lessons
His
His
lessons
and forget
and
and
my
forget
forget
own.
my
my
own.
Wow, that's pretty
I
heavy and meaty there, isn't it?
yes it
Mhm.
is.
Wow. A lesson is a miracle that God offers to me in place of my own silly ego thoughts, huh?
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, God.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord S.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Let's see. And then I am not a
Not
body,
a body.
I
I
am
I
free,
am free,
for
for
I
I
am
I
still
will
as
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 God
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 created me.
created
created
me.
me.
Lesson 214. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Lesson 194. I place the
the
Future
future in
in
the
the
hands
hands
in the
of
hands
God.
of God.
God.
Whew.
The
The
past is
past is gone.
the
The
Future
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 is not
is not
yet.
not
yet.
yet.
Now
Now
am
am
Now
I
I
I'm
free
free from
free
both.
from both.
For
for
what
For
what
God
God
gives
God
can
gives
gives
only
can
be
only
only
be
be
for
for
good.
good.
And
And
I
I
accept
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 that
that
what He
what
but
gives
what
He
He
gives
gives
as
as
what
what
as what
belongs to me.
belongs to me.
I am
I
not
am
a
not
And
a
body.
not
body.
body,
I
I am
am
I
free,
am
free.
free.
For
for
I
I
For
am
am
I
still
still
am still
as
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 God
God
created
created me.
created me.
Wow.
me.
These are
Yeah.
delicious, aren't they? It's,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it's like a
Yeah.
smorgasbord meal, you know? Like on a
Yes,
cruise
yes.
ship or something. Oh,
Mm.
go pick all these
Yeah.
goodies. All right, let's see. Here we go. All right.
Lesson 215. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Lesson 195. Love
Love
is
Love
is the
is the
way
way
I
I
I
walk
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 in
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 gratitude.
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 Oh,
The Holy
The Holy
Spirit
Spirit
is my
is
is
only
my
my
guide.
only
only
God.
guide.
He
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 walks
walks
with
walks with
me
with
me
me
in love,
in
in
love,
love, and
and I
and
give
I
I
give
give
thanks
thanks
to
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 Him
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 for
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 showing
showing
me
showing
the
me
way to
me
the
go.
way
the
to
way
go.
to go.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I
These are
am
gems.
not,
A body,
yeah,
I am
body,
I am
free,
free,
for I am
for I am still
as God
as
created.
God created me.
Oh, oh,
Lesson 216. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Lesson 196. It can be
but
But myself
I
I
crucify.
crucify.
Uh,
Yeah.
all that
All
I do,
that I do,
I
I
I
do
do
unto
do unto
myself.
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 If
If
I
If
I
attack,
I attack,
I
I
suffer.
suffer. But
But
if
if
I
I
if I
forgive,
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 salvation
salvation
will be
salvation
will
given
will
me.
be
be given
given
me.
me.
I am
Wow.
not a
It's
body.
Not
not
a
a
body,
body,
I
I
am
am
I am
free,
free.
free.
For
for
I
I
am
am
For I
still
still as
as
God
God created
created
me.
me.
Lesson 217. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. Lesson 197. It
It
can
it
can
be
be
can
but
be
my
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 gratitude
gratitude
I
gratitude
I
earn.
I
earn. Who should
who
give
should give
Thanks
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 for
for
my
for
my
salvation
salvation,
salvation
but
but myself?
but
myself.
myself.
Woo. And
And
how,
And how?
how
through
But
but
through
through
salvation,
salvation
salvation
can
can
I
I
can I
find the
find the
self
self
to
self
to
whom
to
whom
my
whom
thanks
my
my
thanks
are
thanks are
due.
due.
Wow. I am not a
I am
body.
not a
not a
body,
body.
I am
I am
I
free.
am
free,
free.
For
for I
I'm
am
I
still
am
still
as God
as
still
created
God
God
me.
created
created
me.
me.
Okay. Any comments on those review lessons? Aren't those short
Oh,
but sweet?
oh,
Huh?
short
Powerful.
but
Yeah.
rich.
Yeah.
Yes.
We get through
Yeah.
all of them?
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay. So, let's see. All right, time for a break. Let's do our little
Yes.
stretches and
Yes, please.
you know what these are? These are body, love, gratitude, uh, uh, body, love, uh, what?
Mantras?
Huh?
Mantras.
Mantras. Well, they're mantras, yeah, yeah. But they help us how to love our own body.
Yeah.
I mean, hello, where else can we get this sort of thing? You know, your mommy isn't going to
Yeah.
rock you in a rocking chair. Jesus might. Mary Magdalene might. Okay, all right. So let's see. Let's do. How about? Let's see. How about this one? The commander one. Never give up. Never surrender. Never give up.
Never give up.
Never
Never
surrender.
surrender.
Never give up.
Never give up.
Never surrender.
Never surrender.
Are you guys doing some of these once in a while?
If I think of it.
Yeah.
If I think of it, yeah.
But it's good to do all through the day. It's really good to nurture yourself and all that. Let's see. We're going to do another one here. Let's see. Jill.
Okay, so I'm going to say a statement and you repeat after me.
Okay.
Okay. The more I relax,
The more I relax,
Facts.
the more I receive,
the more,
The more
I receive.
I
receive.
life responds not to my effort,
Life
Life
responds,
responds
effort,
not to my effort,
but to my frequency.
but to my
but
frequency.
to my
But to
frequency. Woo!
So it goes, the more I relax, the more I receive.
The more I
The more I
relax,
relax, the
Relax,
more I
the more I
receive.
receive.
Good. Life responds not to my effort,
life responds not to my
Not
effort,
to my effort,
but to my frequency.
but to my frequency.
to my
My
frequency.
Woo!
Oh, wow.
And I'll send
Wow.
that one out because it's a fun
Oh,
little
I
jingle.
love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
That's
I
really cool.
start
huh?
getting stressed out, I'll say, oh, that's right. The more and more I try, it's not going to help me at all because I'm just going to end
Exactly.
up
Yeah.
Other way.
in a miserable...
Just relax.
Yeah.
Yeah. Robin, you were talking about resonance in the last lesson or so that you
Yes.
like that. And this is the
Yeah.
same kind of thing, resonance and frequency. and
Exactly.
our whole being
Yeah.
vibrates on a whole column. We're not just this 5 feet tall whatever person. We're a very grand being, and we vibrate on all kinds of levels.
Yeah.
And this is our
Wow.
whole holy total self, our love self. And then I like to end with putting your hands on your heart. And
I love
I
that.
forget to mention that when we
Yeah.
do the Yeshua messages, but as many times in the day you can put your hands on your heart. Aurelia says you cannot have too much self-love. This planet is lacking in self-love. So if you love yourself and you feel good, guess what? It goes out everywhere.
And it's been shown that the
good
heart
frequency.
is 1,000 times more magnetic than the thoughts we have in our mind. That's something else.
Wow.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Woo!
So if we get
I love
we get
that.
stuck in a cycle where in my case I'm hearing the drill sergeant and say, okay, let's go back to that magnetic heart.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
let's share from right there. Let's share from right there.
And just think of how many times the word 1,000 is used in the course.
Right.
At very strategic, important points. And here's another one. So
Yeah.
thank you, Jill.
Sure.
Yay!
Hey, thank you.
All right.
All right.
Here we go.
Stretch it out. Wiggle those fingers and toes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Whoops. I ran over my dress.
Oh yeah. I got you.
Whoops. That's not good.
No, it's stuck in the roller.
I got you. There we
Okay,
go.
we got it. We got Mary unstuck. Can't be stuck in her chair. The roller tried to eat my dress.
Yeah, it did. I saw it.
Okay, let's see. All right, here's the text now. Okay, so this is the second half, correctly used.
Yeah,
The passing of the dream. Okay, so we're going to do section 6, 7, 8, and 9. 4 sections. And they're each long, so we'll do what feels appropriate. Let's see. How about let's look at the answer key. This is kind of neat here. Would somebody please read that section and a couple of paragraphs on the answer key?
Okay. So in section 6, Beyond the Body,
Yeah.
what is the author's definition of heaven? Heaven is not a place nor a condition. It is merely an awareness of perfect oneness and the knowledge that there is nothing else, nothing outside this oneness, and nothing else within. In other words, the kingdom of God is within you. Ooh, where have I heard that before?
Yeah. Hey, the whole kingdom of God is within me? Whoa.
Wow.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it, ego. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
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 Let's see. How about the next question B? Robin, you want to read that?
Yeah.
What
Um.
occurs?
Um. So we're in the text now, right?
No,
in
we
the
were in
text.
the answer key.
Oh, okay. So, Manual for Teachers, section 615.
Yeah, and question B.
No,
Okay.
no, not manual, in the text,
Oh,
text.
yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Robin.
you're right. It is text.
Okay. It is text.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So B in text 18. What occurs when you do go beyond your body, and how is this connected with the holy instant? In these instants of release from physical restrictions, you experience much of what happens in the body in the holy instant. The lifting of the barriers of time and space, the sudden experience of peace and joy, and above all, the lack of awareness of the body and of the questioning whether or not all this is possible. Wow.
Okay. So, Robin, Do you remember we talked about Mary Magdalene talked about time travel? Here we are. Okay.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay.
The message just came like there was no planning, and yet from
Mm.
here on through the rest of this class, there's all kinds of references to time and time travel and all. So, just saying, this is kind of a neat synchronicity. We like those, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see. Okay. All right. So beyond the body, section 6. Let's do paragraphs 1 and 2. Somebody, please.
Okay. There is nothing outside you. That is what you must ultimately learn. For it is a realization that the kingdom of heaven is restored to you. For God created only this, and he did not depart from it, nor leave it separate from himself. The kingdom of heaven is the dwelling place of the Son of God, who left not his Father and dwells not apart from him. Heaven is not a place nor a condition. It is merely an awareness of perfect oneness and the knowledge that there is nothing else, nothing outside this oneness, and nothing else within. What could God give but knowledge of himself? What else is there to give? The belief that you could give and get something else, something outside yourself, has cost you the awareness of heaven and of your identity. And you have done a stranger thing than you yet realize. You have displaced your guilt to your body from your mind. Yet a body cannot be guilty, for it can do nothing of itself. You who think you hate your body deceive yourself. You hate your mind, for guilt has entered into it, and it would remain separate from your brothers, which it cannot do. Oof.
Let's see. So,
So that was paragraph 2.
yeah. Okay. Oh, what? Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, we didn't do the material directly. Okay, so from the text directly, beyond the body, 14 sections. How about paragraphs 1 and 2?
We just did.
We just
I
did
just
those.
did that.
Yeah. Okay.
just
3.
did that.
Let's see. Uh,
Yeah.
4. Let's do 4, please.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, in this, the mind is clearly delusional. It cannot attack, but it maintains it can and uses what it does to hurt the body to prove it can. The mind cannot attack, but it can deceive itself. And this is all it does when it believes it has attacked the body. It can project its guilt, but it will not lose it through projection. And though it clearly can misperceive the function of the body, it cannot change its function from what the Holy Spirit establishes it to be. The body was not made by love, yet love does not condemn it and use it lovingly, respecting what the Son of God has made and using it to save him from illusions.
How about reading that last sentence again?
Yeah.
That's pretty meaty there.
Yeah.
Yes, thank
The
you.
body was not made by love.
Wow.
Is that right? Is that
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
why this is important here.
Okay. Yet
Thank you.
love does not condemn it and can use it lovingly, respecting what the Son of God has made and using it to save him from illusions.
Wow.
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 Oof.
Wow. Well, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yes.
The
Mhm.
body is ego. Oh, it's also our holy temple. It just depends on
Right.
what attitude we have at every now moment about it, right?
Right.
Okay. It wasn't made by love, but it can be used for love. Can we say that? It's a temple of our spirit.
Yeah. Does the course, off the top of your head, does the course say what the body was made by? It's okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, let's see. Huh. Oh, that's takes some contemplation, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think we might look more deeply into that one.
Or put it.
Yeah.
In our
Let's keep that.
ruminate on it.
Let's ruminate. Yeah.
Because it was just the body was not made by love was the one.
Yeah.
I didn't get tripped up. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And it is making that discernment. So.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
That's
so the body is not important, but the soul is. Okay, so that's why I wanted to bring out the importance of the soul.
Yeah.
Okay. So God created the soul.
Right.
And that's it.
Okay. It just happens to be in this container.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and
using
and this and now is the body a temple of God or not?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
That's why we need to take care of it, because that's how we do our mission here.
Right.
If we are crying and depressed and whoa is me, we can't do anything to help save the world.
Yeah.
Right?
That's misusing the body. That's misusing the body.
Well, fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's see what else. Maybe we need to look at the next paragraph. Okay. How about the next couple? Somebody?
Okay. Would you not have the instruments of separation reinterpreted as means for salvation and used for purposes of love? Would you not welcome and support the shift from fantasies of vengeance to release from them? Your perception of the body can clearly be sick, but project not this upon the body. For your wish to make destructive what cannot destroy can have no real effect at all. What God created is only what He would have it be, being His will. You cannot make His will destructive. Hallelujah.
Way to go, Robin. Hey.
Yeah. You can make fantasies in which your will conflicts with His, but that is all. It is insane to use the body as the scapegoat for guilt, directing its attack and blaming it for what you wished it to do. It is impossible to act out fantasies, for it is still the fantasies you want, and they have nothing to do with what the body does. It does not dream of them, and they but make it a liability where it could be an asset. For fantasies have made your body your enemy, weak, vulnerable, and treacherous, worthy of the hate that you invest in it. How has this served you? You have identified this with this thing you hate, the instrument of vengeance and the perceived source of your guilt. You have done this to a thing that has no meaning, proclaiming it to be the dwelling place of God's Son and turning it against Him.
Oh, dang.
Oh, how ghastly. Oh.
Wow.
Wow. So here we have guilty Gertie coming in here, we bring in her.
Yeah.
Her little, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Number 8 is good. Yeah.
Okay. Yet only thus can you escape. The home of vengeance is not yours. The place you set aside to house your hate is not a prison, but an illusion of yourself. The body is a limit imposed on the universal communication that is an eternal property of mind. But the communication I just lost it, is internal. Mind reaches to itself. It is not made up of different parts which reach each other. It does not go out. Within itself, it has no limits, and there is nothing outside it. It encompasses everything. It encompasses you entirely, you within it, and it within you. There is nothing else, anywhere or ever.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a wow.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh, here's 9 too. 9 juicy too.
Okay, I'll keep going then. The body is outside you, but seems to surround you, shutting you off from others and keeping you apart from them and them from you. It is not there. There is no barrier between God and his Son, nor can his Son be separated from himself except in illusions. This is not his reality, though he believes it is. Yet this could only be if God were wrong. God would have had to create differently and to have separated himself from his Son to make this possible. He would have had to create different things and to establish different orders of reality, only some of which were love. Yet love must be forever like itself, changeless forever and forever without alternative. And so it is. You cannot put a barrier around yourself, because God placed none between himself and you.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm going to take that to bed with me tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. Wow. Okay. Paragraphs 10 and 11 are good too. Okay.
Yeah.
They all are, right?
Yeah, we're on a roll here. Who wants to read?
You can stretch out your hand and reach to heaven. You whose hand is joined with your brother's have begun to reach beyond the body, but not outside yourself, to reach your shared identity together. Could this be outside of you? Where God is not, is he a body? And did he create you as he is not, and where he cannot be? You are surrounded only by him. What limits can there be on you whom he encompasses? Everyone has experienced what he would call a sense of being transported beyond himself. This feeling of liberation far exceeds the dream of freedom sometimes hoped for in special relationships. It is a sense of actual escape from limitations. If you will consider what this transportation really entails, you will realize that it is a sudden unawareness of the body and a joining of yourself in something else in which your mind enlarges to encompass it. It becomes part of you as you unite with it, and both become whole as neither is perceived as separate. What really happens is that you have given up the illusion of a limited awareness and lose your fear of union. The love that instantly replaces it extends to what has freed you and unites with it. And while this lasts, you are not uncertain of your identity and would not limit it. You have escaped from fear to peace, asking no questions of reality, but merely accepting it. You have accepted this instead of the body, and have let yourself be one with something beyond it, simply by not letting your mind be limited by it. Not so.
Yeah. Sometimes the knots are important. Yeah. This is cool, huh? So here's some more time travel stuff, you guys. Okay? In here?
Yeah.
Did you catch that? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this whole thing about time, so the Course says, if you really work, I'm paraphrasing, if you really work the Course in Miracles, it will save you thousands of years. Hello? So, There's your time travel.
Mm.
Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. Here's okay, the next one. Paragraph 13 is a nice definition of the Holy Spirit. Okay. So, who wants to read?
Okay. This is paragraph 13.
Yes.
There's no violence at all in this escape. The body is not attacked, but simply properly perceived. It does not limit you merely because you would not have it so. You are not really lifted out, or it cannot contain you. You go where you would be gaining, not losing, a sense of self. In these instants of release from physical restrictions, you experience much of what happens in the holy instant, the lifting of the barriers of time and space, the sudden experience of peace and joy, and above all, the lack of awareness of the body and of the questioning whether or not all this is possible. It is possible because you want it. The sudden expansion of awareness that takes place with your desire for it is the irresistible appeal the holy instant holds. It calls to you to be yourself within its safe embrace. There are the laws of limit lifted for you to welcome you to openness of mind and freedom. Come to this place of refuge where you can be yourself in peace, not through destruction, not through a breaking out, but merely by a quiet melting in. For peace will join you there simply because you have been willing to let go the limits you have placed upon love and joined it where it is and where it led you in answer to its gentle call to be at peace.
Wow. That's lovely. Isn't that
Yeah.
lovely?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whew. Ruth, you know, we did the Course in Miracles a lot of years ago. Do you remember all this stuff?
Nope. Oh, you know we read it, but oh my goodness.
We
Wow.
are in the right place at the right time.
Right time. Yes,
With our
ma'am.
mighty companions
Mhm.
joyfully
Yes.
with us every step.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Okay.
13 minutes left.
Okay. Let's go to section 8. I need do nothing.
Section
let's
7.
see. Let's go to
Section 7.
paragraph 3, please.
At no single instant does the body exist at all. It is always remembered or anticipated, but never experienced just now. Only its past and future make it seem real. Time controls it entirely, for sin is never wholly in the present. In any single instant, the attraction of guilt would be experienced as pain and nothing else, and would be avoided. It has no attraction now. Its whole attraction is imaginary, and therefore must be thought of in the past or in the future.
Well, let's go ahead. You're on a roll here. Let's do 4, please.
Okay. It is impossible to accept the holy instant without reservation unless, just for an instant, you are willing to see no past or future. You cannot prepare for it without placing it in the future. Release is given you the instant you desire it. Many have spent a lifetime in preparation and have indeed achieved their instance of success. This course does not attempt to teach more than they learned in time, but it does aim at saving time. There you go.
Yeah.
You may be
Yay.
attempting.
Thank you.
You may be attempting to follow a very long road to the goal you have accepted. It is extremely difficult to reach atonement by fighting against sin. Enormous effort is expended in the attempt to make holy what is hated and despised, nor is a lifetime of contemplation and long periods of meditation aimed at detachment from the body necessary. All such attempts will ultimately succeed because of their purpose, yet the means are tedious and very time-consuming, for all of them look to the future for release from a state of present unworthiness and inadequacy.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Woo. Huh. Yeah. A lot of good food for thought here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Do we always? Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's go to 8. Paragraph 8.
Yet there will always be this place of rest to which you can return, and you will be more aware of this quiet center of the storm than all its raging activity. This quiet center, in which you do nothing, will remain with you, giving you rest in midst of every busy doing on which you are sent. For from this center will you be directed how to use the body sinlessly. It is this center from which the body is absent that will keep it so in your awareness of it.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That feels nice and solid, you know? The body can be a quiet center. And that's what it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be all anything else.
No pain, no gain.
Right. All that. Yeah.
You can sleep when you're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Oh boy. Okay. Last section. The little garden. Oh yeah, the little garden. Okay. Let's see how we doing on that.
9 minutes.
Okay. All right. Let's go to the last paragraph or two, and see what this summary says. 9, 11. Okay. Let's do the last paragraph. It's about the ancient journey. Paragraph 13.
Okay. So this is the little garden?
Yes.
Okay. Paragraph 13. You have reached the end of an ancient journey, not realizing yet that it is over. You are still worn and tired, and the desert's dust still seems to cloud your eyes and keep you sightless. Yet, he whom you welcome has come to you and would welcome you. He has waited long to give you this. Receive it now of him, for he would have you know him. Only a little wall of dust still stands between you and your brother. Blow on it lightly and with happy laughter, and it will fall away. And walk into the garden love has prepared for both of you.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. That's lovely.
It's like so Eden was never lost.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah. Good. Alrighty. So let's do a little summary if anybody wants to summarize anything that was significant today in the material. Please?
Well, it's all good news.
Yeah,
It's all good
there you go.
All good news.
It is
I am
good
not a body, I am free. And it just kept repeating and
Yeah.
repeating. You know, That's what this section in the text was. I am not a body.
Right.
Oh, I'm not a body. Oh, I am free. Oh.
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeshua. Yay.
A line that's sticking out to me. A lesson is a miracle which God offers to me in place of the thoughts I made that hurt me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's read that again, please.
Unless I may be paraphrasing.
Yeah,
as
it's
I read
okay.
it
It's
so
okay.
quickly. A lesson is a miracle which God offers to me in place of the thoughts I have made that hurt me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And love is the way I walk in
Gratitude.
gratitude.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. Mm.
Yeah, that's interesting. That one about all things are lessons God would have me learn. The ego perspective in me says, oh, he's going to give you lessons.
Right.
He's going to punish you, but it's not that. A lesson from God is a miracle.
Yeah.
Offers to me.
And only presented in love.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
place of thoughts that I have made that hurt me. So I'm the one that sees lessons as, oh, bad or whatever.
Yeah. Right. Right.
So that's cool. So God
Yes.
makes it much better.
Lessons
A
are
miracle.
blessings.
Yeah.
Blessings. Yeah.
Yeah, lessons are blessings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it can be but myself that I crucify.
Yeah.
Let's
Exactly,
give that up,
yeah.
okay? Whoa. Cancel. Here, let's do
Big mistake.
cancel. Delete,
Cancel,
delete,
cancel,
delete.
cancel. Delete, delete, delete.
Erase.
Erase, erase, erase.
Forgive.
Forgive.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes. Very cool. Well, you all, I have to go put my Sophie to bed, so I'm going to say good night. I love
Well, we're just gonna
and
Okay.
Robin,
for now.
have
We
a
love
wonderful,
you, Ruth.
have a wonderful
Yeah, we
time.
love you.
Love you.
Have a wonderful time, Robin.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Walk on the
Yeah.
beach for me. Bye.
We love
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye, Ruthie. And when do you leave to go on your adventure, Robin?
This Thursday morning.
Cool.
Okay.
And you come back Monday night sometime?
Yeah. Mhm.
Wow.
Prayers for safe and joyful travel.
Oh, yeah.
And getting
Yep.
reunited with your brother and all, how fun. Weddings are
Oh,
so
yeah.
cool.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yep.
You blow on, girl.
Yeah, it's going to feel good to get out of town.
Yeah, cool. And how are your
Yep.
parakeets tonight?
Oh, they're just fine. They're so wonderful. I'm going to have my neighbor Melanie take care of them
Cool.
while I'm on.
Yeah.
And they're just getting more pretty every day.
Aww.
Wow.
And little Jeremy, he's changing color.
Ooh.
He's going from blue to a brilliant, rich green color.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know they did.
Sometimes-
Did you know they did that?
I found out, see, I like the yellow face parakeets that are blue, but sometimes when they're young, they change color.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I'm just going to love him no matter what. He's going to be beautiful. And I already have a blue parakeet, Pillsbury. So, yeah.
Aw.
So it's kind of fun to see him change a pretty color. And
Maybe he's time traveling and trying to figure out which universe he wants to live in.
yeah.
Oh, we love you, Robin. We hope you have a
Yeah.
splendid, beauteous week. And
Oh, thank
now,
you.
and have a beautiful evening, everyone.
Yeah.
Now, stay in the now. And that's
Yes,
where the Holy
and
Spirit
The
lives,
ocean
right?
helps me stay in the now.
Yeah.
And the ocean is so awesome to me.
Oh,
It's God Himself.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
I got to remember that I am one with that ocean. I am the ocean itself. So I got to remember.
Yes.
Gotta
Oh.
remember on that energy.
And you're the power.
The power. Yes.
Essential power.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gentleness.
I am.
The
Maybe that's why
quietness.
I'm attracted to it. I want to get in union with that again.
Yay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
How cool is
Yeah.
that?
I like your ocean. That's so cool behind you. I love that.
And the palm tree.
Yeah. I'm going to see some of that. Okay. Love you.
Love you
you
lots,
too.
honey. Have
Bye.
a beautiful week.
Have
Yeah,
Love
fun.
you so much.
Love you.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Bye now.
Thank you for
Bye.
everything. Bye.